I'm telling you, lamb chop, it's really something, isn't it? Hey, TVs, it's Psychic Bob and Lamb Chop, and we've been sitting here. We were rewatching the replay earlier of yesterday's show. If you weren't here, you missed it. We spun around the big zodiac wheel yesterday and talked about all things zodiac related. Yes, we did. Well, it's so good to be here with you. And Lamb Chop and I were talking about what's really important in the world. And I thought we'd have a little song about that. It goes something like this. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. No, not just for some, but for everyone. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. No, not just for some, but for everyone. Lord, we don't need another mountain. There are mountains and hillsides enough to climb. There are oceans and rivers enough to cross till the end of time. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. No, not just for some, but for everyone. Hey, Timmies, it is Psyche Baba. I am so glad to be here with you. Lamb Chop and I, we love to just sing songs and talk about all sort of things mystical. Um, Lamb Chop, looks like we got a lot of people gathering. Let's see all who's over there. Oh, there's Simba. Yay. Hey, Simba. Good to see you. There's Karen Bryan. Hi, Karen. There's Kim Osborne's here. Yay. TGVG's here all the way from the Netherlands. Yes, that's right. What's that? No. TGVG didn't fly into America from the Netherlands to watch this. He can watch it in the Netherlands. Well, it's called the internet. See, the internet goes to everybody's houses all over the world. Yes, everybody all over the world can watch you, Lamb Chop. Oh, he's getting shy. Oh my gosh, look, there's Angel 22 is here. And we got Baron and Baroness Cola Bobs, who is our moderator. Yay. Guys, listen, I got to tell you, if you weren't here last night, nobody ever comes out to my Monday show. And hold on, I got a technical issue. My computer's going down. All right, there it is. When you miss the Monday show, you miss out all the previews of the week, And we had a major announcement last night. I'm not going to go into all the details now because we're short on time today. But yours truly, I've recently received approval from the British courts that I am legally now a British baron. That's right. I acquired a title, a British barony. In England, feudal baronies can be transferred and acquired. And through a conveyance, which is a legal process, I now acquired a British barony. And I do have an actual British title. It's recognized by the British government. I am the Baron of Perivale. And anyways, if you want to learn about that, you need to see yesterday's video. But I am legally a British baron, and I have the legal paperwork, and it's all signed, sealed, and delivered. So my new title is Baron of Perivale. I'm still Lord Iceon. That's my Wiccan title of nobility. And I also have a barony, an English barony, recognized by the British government. So I am the Baron of Perivale. And traditionally, British feudal barons are just addressed as Baron, or you can call me Lord Perivale. I am not a member of Parliament. I have to say that by law. I am not a parliamentarian baron. I'm an ancient feudal baron. My title comes from an ancient piece of property in Britain. And now in England and in Scotland, the titles of the baronies can be sold independent of the land. So I acquired it through a legal process with lawyers, and I am legally the Baron of Perivale. So Anyways, that's why Queen Kolobobs has on her moderator, Baron and Baroness Kolobobs. I made her the legal heir to the title. In the event that I should drop dead and she's not married to me, she will be the next Baroness. She will be the Baroness of Paravel. So because I own the title, I'm sharing it with her a little early. So we call her Baroness Kola. Anyways, if you want to see more about that, go see yesterday's video, Hi, TGVG. Thank you. Thank you so much. It just sounds so posh. Love it. Well, TGVG, you live in Europe, and I know that in the Netherlands, there are some nobles there. I happen to know a a Dutch baroness from the Netherlands. So you understand, I think, what this is, Hi, Jenna. Good to see you. Welcome. Good to see you. Thank you. Yes, I am actually legally a baron now. And, so Queen Kolobobs, our moderator, she's a baroness as well because I chose to share the title with her. I've made her legal. I had to list for the lawyers and I had to go through the legal process who the heir to the title would be. And the reason why is that when you're in the middle of doing a transfer of a title, if God forbid I had been struck by a car and died or just suddenly fell over dead, the title would have then been what we call interstate, like trapped in the court system. They wouldn't know what to do with it. And so to make sure the deal went through, I had to name a legal heir. So Queen Kolobobs is actually the heir to the barony, and she has the legal rights to the title as well. So anyways, yes, I am legally now and literally by law. It's not just like some thing I just said, I want to be a baron. No, I legally am a baron. So I am the Baron of Paravel, Lord Paravel. So anyways, thank you so very much for hearing that. But see yesterday's video if you haven't. Give more details. Well, Lamb Chop, why don't you go over there and sit down because I got to finish talking to everybody. Yes, everybody, your picture's going all over the world. He gets so shy. Oh my goodness. It's all right. Everybody loves you. See, look out there. There's glittery rainbows here to say hi. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Rashmi Kawa's here from England. Oh my gosh, look at that. Kim Osborne's here from South Carolina, excuse me. See, everybody's your friend. You don't have to be afraid. You're among family here, okay? All right. So you're going to go over there and sit down? All right. Why don't you walk over there? All right. Yeah, go on. I tell you, there you go. Sit by the window. Keep an eye on the sun, Lord. Oh, my gosh. Hi, Jesper Clausen's here. Hi, Glittery Rainbow. Good to see you, too. To answer your question, Glittery Rainbow, so you can say Baron or Lord Paravel. Both is accurate. Yes, as it's a feudal title, traditionally in England, the feudal titles are just dressed as Baron. So like if I was at your house at a formal party and you'd say, Baron, would you like to come over here and sit down with us? Or Baron, can I get you a cup of tea? So yes, you address my title just as Baron. Baron, like in Nicola's, like the Baron, she'd address her as Baroness. Baroness, would you please join us for dinner tonight? You can also address me as Lord Paravel. That's another way. And Nicola can be addressed as Lady Paravel. The titles, because they're feudal, they have less restrictions on how they're used. Because in the United Kingdom, there's a lot of legal stuff around titles. So I am legally, like when I'd sign my name, it'd be Robert Hickman, and then under it, I'd write the Baron of Paravel. Or like if I were addressing an envelope, it could be Lord Paravel. It actually you use the word the Lord Paravel, or the Baron of Paravel. Or you could also do it as Baron Robert Hickman of Paravel. So, but you would never address me as Baron Hickman or Lord Hickman with this title. It's Lord Paravel or simply Baron. Or Lord Baron. You can also say Lord Baron as well. Yes, thanks, Kolobobs. So in a real formal thing, you'd say, Lord Baron, it's a great to have you here today, and you could introduce me to people. If you're at a cocktail party, you'd say, I'd like to introduce you to the Lord Baron of Paravel. So yeah, there's a few different ways to use it. So, but it is actually a legal title. and I got the court papers on it. Actually, they're stored away right now. I don't have them here, but I'll show them to you in the future. Okay. But anyway, so that's my news for the new year. This has actually been going on for about 3 or 4 months. I started back into September, because what happens is, I had to negotiate the deal for the transfer with the seller and their attorneys, and then I had to have attorneys represent me, and then it had to go through a legal representative of the court to authorize the transfer, and the money had to clear. And I did invest money in the title. I just wasn't given it. It is a transfer, a legal transfer conveyance. So I did pay money for it, but you can purchase these type of titles in the United Kingdom. Glittery Rainbow says, Lord Baron is nice and Lady Baroness. This is good to know. Seems like a whole lot of set of etiquette for addressing, also especially into formal letters. Glittery Rainbow, I always tell people, you don't have to remember all the protocol. I'm not a snob. I don't expect everybody to call me Baron. I acquired the title because I wanted to be part of history. My title dates to the year 1086. It was created by King William I. And so I am the current Baron in a title that goes back to 1086. It's almost 1,000-year-old title. And it's quite a privilege to be part of that history. And I always say that for people like myself who acquire these vestiges of history, we're the caretakers. I will have a future heir to the title. Now, the feudal titles are different than the peerage titles, because in Britain, the peerage titles are regulated by law who they transfer to. Like, you have to, by the letters patent, transfer to your oldest child. And if you don't have an oldest child, then it transfers to like a sibling. The feudal titles are under a different sort of law structure, meaning that I can name anybody I want as the heir. The current heir to my title is Lady Cola. So if I drop dead tomorrow, she is the new Baroness, and the title continues. And the court system in Britain is interested that these titles, because they're considered historic relics, have a chain of commission. So eventually, like Lady Cola Bobs and I will name another heir for after we're gone. So the title will continue, and this is how it's worked for 1,000 years, literally. If you can't remember, if you want to use my title and can't remember it, just address me as Baron. So I can't remember. It's Paravel, Lord Paravel, the Baron Bob. Just call me Baron. Baron, would you like to join us for dinner tonight? And I would say, I would be very honored to join you for dinner. So that's how you can remember. Just simple. If you don't remember Lord Paravel or the formal protocols of your lordship or any of that, just call me Baron. Okay. So there you go. So anyways, I am saying, hi, Mo Jones, welcome. Well, Mo Jones, I was just telling everybody, I've just recently received from the British court system approval. I am now legally a British baron. I've acquired an ancient feudal barony. It was a Christmas gift to myself. I treated myself. And so, as I was saying, if you missed all that, go see yesterday's video. I explain more about it there. But I hold a barony that goes back to 1086, and I am legally a baron. And so there you go. Thank you, Mo. It is a real actual title. It's not just something I made up or somebody just said. I actually had to go through a legal process, Hi, Kate. Good to see you. So anyways, people are trying to figure out how to address me. There are many ways to address feudal baronies. The simplest way is just to address me as Baron. You say, Baron, would you like to have tea with us today? My formal form is your lordship or Lord Baron or Lord Paravel. It can be any form of address. The feudal titles are not as strict in the protocols. But it's kind of cool to be an ancient baron. What's interesting is my title is older than the oldest peerage baron. In the House of Lords, they rank titles by the age, and the person who has the oldest title becomes, like in baronies, becomes the premier baron of England. And right now, Baron de Roos is the premier baron of England. And his title dates to, I think, 1264, 1284. I can't remember, 1264, I think. My title dates to 1086, but I'm not proclaimed as the oldest barony in England because I'm not a peerage baron, I'm a feudal. So just kind of think of two separate classes of barons. The peerage barons that run in parliament and the government, and then there's a class of ancient barons. I'm part of the ancient barons class. So my title is actually older than the premier baron of England. So Queen Golubov's is sweet. She said, he's my Lord Baron Robert of Paravel. Thank you, Cola. She's my Lady Baroness Nicola of Paravel. Hi, Jasper. Listen, you don't have to be formal with me. I don't expect everybody to use my title. I have it more to use for, what I'm going to say. I want to use the title for charitable works, like when I'm on boards of companies or charitable organizations. Then I would bring out my title. You know, when they have a fundraiser, say, you know, the Baron of Paravel will be here to speak tonight. That draws crowds, you know. And he says, I'm sorry, just to be clear, I do not mean to be offensive. I will address you properly as a baron from now on. Jasper, you don't have to do it. People who want to use my title, I'll enjoy it, but I really am not. I'm really not demanding that people use it, but I will use it in official capacities at times. One of the things I'm working on now is I'm getting in touch with the members of Parliament in England for the area. There still is actually a Paravel section of England. Paravel was a region in North London. And there's still it's still there. You can look up Paravel train station. So anyways, my title comes from that area, but I'm actually looking to try to connect to the local members of parliament there to lend my services if they need help with, you know, charitable causes. Like, let's say that the Paravel City Council wants to have, you know, a new community center. They need to do a fundraiser. Well, as the Baron of Paravel, I could be a spokesperson and use my influence and my title to draw attention to causes. So that's what I want to do with the title, you know. So anyways, well, listen, guys, we've got to do readings. Welcome to our newbies today. If you're new here, welcome to Spirit Channel. Every Tuesday we gather at noon. We do live psychic readings. And we're going to do that today. Real quick, just to remind you, I still have one spot available for the inner circle this Sunday. If you want to be in Psychic Bob's inner circle, send me an email today. We'll get you in, okay? It's $50 for the class. It's a private class on Zoom on Sunday at 12 o'clock. And we're going to teach, I'm teaching a private class on Atlantis, the prophecies associated with Atlantis, and how to work with Atlantean crystals. So if you are interested in that class, go ahead and send me an email at my website, okay? At my website, PsychicBob.com, there's a form at the bottom. Just write in and say, hi, this is so-and-so. I want to be in the Sunday class. I have one spot available, and I'd love to have you there, whichever one of you wants it. All right? So the inner circle is limited to only 10 people. I've got 9 people signed up. We had 10. One person had to change their schedule and drop out. So I do have one spot open. It's for this Sunday if you're interested, and we'd love to have you there, okay? Hi, Starlight Worker. No, Tuesdays we always do 12 o'clock, Tuesday at noon. But don't worry, you haven't missed anything. I haven't started doing work. I'm doing readings. Thank you for being here. Yes, Jesper Clausen. Also, thank you. We will have class on Saturday, the psychic class. So we have 2 classes this weekend. One is on Saturday, psychic development. The Saturday class is going to focus on how to find out how spirits cross to the spirit world. We're going to work on getting names of spirits and what brought them to the point of death. How did they die? Did they have a heart attack? Were they shot? You know, were they in a car accident? We're going to focus on the manner that brought them to the spirit world. That's what we're going to work on Saturday. So we're going to work on connecting with spirits and finding out how spirits crossed. So that's our Saturday class. I still have openings for that class. That class is $30. You can buy the psychic development class at my website. That class is limited to 30 people. I think I have still spaces for that. So if you want to get that, go to my website. It's $30. It's all automated through PayPal. The Sunday class, you'll have to contact me. I do not have the Sunday class on the website. So we got class psychic development on Saturday. Yes, glitter rainbow. That's correct. Psychic development class on Saturday and Psychic Bob's Inner Circle on Sunday. The Inner Circle class is a limited class where I do an hour of teaching and then we do an hour of private readings where people can bring their private questions. It's a small group. It's meant for people who are really serious about their spiritual life. It's not a general public sort of class. And in that class, I talk about a lot of things I can't talk about on YouTube because of censorship. So, I do hope you will consider. I have one spot. We limit that to 10 people and it fills up every week. I was already filled a week ago, but last night somebody had to change their schedule for some travel stuff. So if you want to get in on the Sunday class, I have one spot. And people who have been to have said they really like it. Kim Osborne's here. She says, Inner Circle talk is like going on a field trip with Lord Baron Bob. It is. It's a special event. So as I said, in that class, part of the time, what we're going to do is if you want to have a personal psychic consultation with me, you can do it in a small group environment. So you get some quality time with me, more than I can give here at our big show. So one spot left. It's $50 for the Sunday class, $30 for the Saturday class. We still have a lot of openings for Saturday, but Sunday's almost full. All right. Well, listen, we're going to do some readings here. And welcome to the show. For those of you who are new, make sure to hit subscribe, be part of our scene, and make sure to give me thumbs up on this video. All right. It really makes a difference. Those thumbs up tell YouTube that you want to keep my show on the air, and it ups my ratings, and I get more attention from YouTube. So that really makes a difference. Also, Queen Colabobs is going to put in the chat. I'm going to try to cover everybody who donates today, but we do have a request that if you can do $4.99 and above, that will guarantee a reading. The reason is I'm getting such a high volume. It's hard for me to cover, so I have to draw a line. So $4.99 gets you a guaranteed reading. I'm going to try again to cover everybody, though, who donates. And I'm going to try to cover people who don't donate as well. So just hang with us. Let's have some fun. But let's open the channel, shall we? So let's just start by closing our eyes just for a moment. As we close our eyes, let's let go all the tensions of the day and enter into that place of silence and peace within. And as we follow our breathing now, I want you to draw your attention down to the middle of the chest area. And inside of you, in the middle of the chest, I want you to see a little spark of white light. Just see a pinpoint of light. I want you to expand it a little brighter, a little larger, and let it form to a small glowing cloud of light in your chest. You see that cloud? Now we're going to count from 3 down to 1. And when we get to 1, we're going to take that cloud and expand it to fill our whole body instantly from head to toe. All right, so you see that cloud? So let's count down. 3, 2, keep your eyes on the cloud. 1, blink on. Ooh. I get such a head rush when I do that. Wonderful. Yay. All right. Kim Osborne, there you are. Blessings. Any messages? Thank you. Hold on, Kim. Let me step in your frequency here. Right now, Kim, as I'm walking into your light here, I've got the voice of Doris back here. And she says to tell you, she said, we're working on rebuilding the stomach. She said, you've been having excess acid. You've been feeling overwhelmed. And she said, your body has been depleted. She's asking me to talk to you about calcium in the body, that you also have a calcium deficiency. And Doris says, ask the doctor to check your calcium. Okay, this will have 2 effects. One, it will help your overall energy and your body to be balanced. It will also, somehow calcium is healing the stomach as well. Don't just go take calcium. You need to see a doctor first to make sure it's done properly. Because if you take calcium without regulating, it can damage your heart. So please don't just go start taking calcium. Go to a doctor, have them check it, please. Doris said you're going to get stronger. She says in the next few weeks, she said you'll be back to feeling like you're 10 years younger. That's from Doris. God bless you. Thank you so much for being here. Oh my gosh, we got some more donations in. Oh my gosh, thank you, thank you. Kate Pigeon. Excuse me, I'm losing my voice here. $9.99. Thank you, Kate. Hi, Bob. I have guidance on love today. Thank you and Happy New Year to you. Hold on, let's ask Doris because you know she knows more than I do. Doris, do you have anything for Kate about romance and love? Yeah. She said that this first quarter, January through March, is all about you building strong relationships. So I feel like you're about to be in a very serious and long-term committed relationship. So keep your eyes open. I feel like there's already somebody around you that you're like talking to or hanging out with. And Doris says, she said, this relationship moves forward. So I feel particularly, I'm getting the month of February, and that's not just because it's Valentine's Day. It's just in your energy field. February is a really strong month around this. She says to tell you, trust your heart on this one. She said, you're going to have somebody around you. She said, maybe other people will say, oh, well, he's not rich enough or he's not glam enough. But your heart feels it. Doris says, trust your heart, because she said that way you're on the right path. All right. So she's going to work with you and she's going to help you. All right. Stay close to Doris. God bless you. Watch February. Unconditional love, 25 Eritrean dollars. Thank you so much. Hi, Bob. Any messages for me from Spirit World regarding my future? Thank you and blessings to you. You know, Unconditional, I have to tell you, right now as I'm walking into your light here, I'm just picking up around you silver and blue light. These are transition lights. And I feel like in the next 2 months here, February and March particularly, there's some new doors opening around the career area. And Fletcher's words are, he said, be open to it, take it, and move on in a good way. So I think that you're ready for more prosperity, and I think that you're ready to be kind of freer. Blue light means you're opening your communications here. And I do think that from a soul level, you really need to think about what is nurturing you rather than just thinking about money. And if you let yourself be nurtured, you're going to have joy, you'll have balance, and you'll have money. See, a lot of people are making the mistake of going for money when they need to go for joy. And that's where you've got to be focused. Think about the joy, you know. I feel like you have so many creative gifts. You're a natural healer and a very spiritual and psychic person. And I think you really eventually going to run your own business where you're doing healing works. You know, and I think that this year, the next 6 months, January through June, really pushes a transition towards that way. I hope that helps a little bit. Thank you so much. Blessings to you. Gary, excuse me, guys, my voice is going again. Gary M., $10 donation. Thank you, Gary. Hi, Psychic Bob. Any messages from my spirit guides? Did Doris hear me last night in my dream? Thanks and blessings to you. Let me ask Doris. Doris says to tell you, you were on the edge of the etheric. She said, yes, you were communing with our world. Doris says to tell you that she's working on balancing you. She says to tell you that right now you're getting a slight imbalance between the body, the mind, and the spirit. And she says, you get wrapped up in your mind, and she said you're holding on to stress. And Doris says, not to worry, we're going to help you balance that. She said that you're coming into spirit to receive more visions. And she said, next time Edgar will be there with me. Excuse me, let me correct that. She said, Edgar was there with me, but I don't think that you saw him or heard him. But she said, next time you'll have communication with him. So she wants to confirm she was there. She does hear your concerns. She's working on balancing the body, mind, spirit. And she says, those of us over here are working on getting things moving forward. And she says the very fact that you're listening to the spirit world is going to be a blessing to you. Thank you so much, Gary. Thank you, Doris. Blessings to you. Glittery Rainbow. Oh my gosh. Thank you, dear. £5 or €5. Thank you so much. Hi, Psychic Bob. Happy Tuesday. Hearts. Hearts to you. Does Spirit have any message for me today? Thank you. Hold on. I'm hearing a spirit talk to me. Hold on, I'm going to find out who this is. There's a girl speaking to me, Glittery Rainbow. She gives me the name of Michelle, and she said that she's a spirit guide to you. She said, I'm Michelle. I'm coming to work with her. It's interesting because Michelle looks like she's dressed in like 1960s, 1970s. She kind of got a hippie look about her. She has long, kind of dark brown hair, and she's wearing a headband, and she's like, peace. Michelle says that she's coming in to help you remember how to have a free spirit. She said that you're at a crossover now where you're ready to have love in your life and you're ready to explore new ways of living. I get the sense that there could even be an issue around a move coming in the next year, that you may literally leave Germany or do a kind of a move to a kind of a distant place. She's not giving me that place yet. She just says, be open to transition, be open to move. She said, a lot of changes coming. And she said, be open to love. So work with Michelle. She's going to help you. God bless you. Thank you so much. Raymond Hampton, $2. Thank you. Hi, Raymond. Good to see you. Hold on just a second. My guy Doris is back here talking. Hi, Doris. Yes, I can hear you. Raymond, Doris is back here, and she says to tell you, she said, tell Raymond, she said, with each day, he gets stronger. With each day, he gets stronger. And so your body is actually starting to have healing now. And she wants you to know that you're going to get a lot more healing in the next few days. She said, each day. She's asking me to tell you to keep in balance, though. She said your grandmother's back here. Hold on, I've got a grandmother talking to me. I think this is on your dad's side. I hear a woman talking. And she says, tell Raymond, she said, I'm helping him. She said to stand and to walk. And she said, not only walk, she said he's going to have the energy to run. So she wants to, you know, she's here to bring balance and peace. And they're both coming to confirm that you're getting healing, you're getting stronger. And they're saying, don't be afraid. Don't look back to a few weeks ago because they said, you're getting stronger. Hold it, name it, and claim it. Blessings to you. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, Karen Bryant, $5 donation. Thank you, Karen. Hey, Psychic Bob, does the spirit world know how this new year will turn out for me? Hold on, let me see. Thank you for your donation. Hold on, guys. I got to get some water here. Give me just a minute, all right? I forgot to get my water earlier. All right. Sorry about that, guys. All right. So, Karen Bryan, hold on just a second. If I don't have my water, I can't work. Yes, Doris. Okay. Doris is here and she's brought Edgar Casey. And what Edgar Casey is saying right now is he says, tell Karen she must keep her channel open if she's to have the transitions that she wants. He said he's working with you to keep the power strong, but he said you've been closing down the channel in some way. And he says you don't mean to, but he says sometimes you get into a negative place or you get angry. And he said you've got to work on centeredness. He said keeping that channel open. He says that pushes you forward. And Doris is asking me to tell you that there are spirits back here that are trying to help you in the financial area as well. And I'm hearing Paul back here. Paul says to tell you, he said, I'm going to bring her work that is joyful in the theater. So he wants to help you with some theater work. And he says, you won't get so much money for the theater work right now, but he said you'll get the experience. And Doris is saying that there'll be an opportunity for a new job in February. So this is a time of change, time of growth, but keep them close to you and let them help you keep that channel, because everything you're doing is a channeling process. All right. So you're going to move forward. February 4th shows the changes coming. Blessings to you. Okay. Nicolette's 100 Swedish Corona. God bless you. Thank you, Nico. Good to see you. Hi, Bob. I finally sought help for my mental health and things are moving forward. Oh, that is wonderful. God bless you. Congratulations. I'm glad you're doing that. Also going to start studying. Everything is coming together. Isn't that lovely? Any advice from my spirit team? Also, how's the love frontier? Hold on, Nico. Let me see. By the way, I just want to say I commend you for honoring your mental health. You know, so much in our Western society, people try to ignore their mental health. And if your mind's not balanced and at peace, nothing else really matters, does it? And I think you're very brave to confront that, and you're on a good path there. Hold on. Doris is back here. Doris is back here, Nico. And Doris is asking me to tell you, she said that she used to work in a hospital. She said, I worked on the psychiatric one. She said, I help people. And she said, tell Nico, she said, that you're moving forward. Said you've got the healthiest mind possible. So you're on a good path and you're going to stay on a good path. Doris is asking me to tell you that the energy, she says the energy around you right now is glowing bright. So you've cleared out some blockages here, and that's going to start to move things forward for you. Doris says to tell you, be careful. This is her word. She said, be careful that you don't fall into old patterns. And she's talking about particularly, she said, sometimes you get obsessive on things and your mind can't let them go. She said, remember, dear, everything in the material world is passing. She said, we can enjoy it, but we must not be too attached to it. And she says to tell you, she said, love is yours. She's asking you to talk to her around June. And she says the month of June is where relationship starts for you. So it does look like that's a time period right now. But Doris says right now, she says the word is, she said, don't focus on romance. She said, just focus on peace and balance. And she's asking me to tell you that there's some money coming to you as well. So it looks like in March is money month for you. That's like a new job opportunity or some type of financial blessing is coming to you. So March is the money month. Okay. But she says relationships more around June. Okay. So this is wonderful. Doris says you're on the right path. She said things are moving in the right direction. And she said, just keep the balance. And she said, this is what she said. She said, don't let other people push you into their agendas. She said, this is what led to some of your problems. She said that people were trying to control you and you felt the need to kind of go with other people's agendas. She said, honor yourself. You're going to be fine. You're moving forward. June is love time. Blessings to you. Thank you for your kind support. Oh my gosh, there's Aaron Patricia, $5 donation. Thank you, Aaron. What's up with Mr. Henry? He went into the snowstorm to Fairfax. Urgent vet. Vet says back pain, infection, liver. I don't understand this question. Is Mr. Henry your bird? Hold on. Let me just step into the energy here. Yeah. Your bird has a digestive issue. Something's going on. He's been exposed to a toxin. I think it's from a food that he ate. He is having it's a mixture of an allergic reaction and a toxin in the food. So yeah, it's not his time to cross. This bird actually is resilient and he will come back with it. But tell the vet that they need to focus on flushing out the system. He may need to be on a literally a very bland diet right now and with some antibiotics or some medicine. I just feel like he's got it's a toxin. It's more like his system needs flushed out. But it's not his time to go. Okay. Sorry, darling. You might want to get rid of any of the food supplies you have and get new food for all your birds. I don't know that your other birds are having the same reaction. I don't think the food you bad is necessarily bad, but there was something that he ate either in the cage or something else, because I'm not seeing this around all the birds, but go ahead and just to be safe, get new bird feed. God bless you. So I hope it turns out. Let me know. Blessings to you. Hi, Maya. 8.99 New Zealand. Thank you for your donation. Here to support the Lord Baron. Lord Baron. Thank you so much, Myra. Maya. I keep wanting to call you Myra because I used to have a Myra on this channel as well. Maya from New Zealand. Thank you for your donation. Yes, I hear. Maya, I've got yeah, I can hear Eileen Garrett is back here for you. And she's asking me to talk to you about the visions. And she said the visions will increase. And Doris is back here as well. They're both talking to me. Oh, and Edgar. Well, you got a whole trio. You got Edgar, Doris, and Eileen Garrett. They're all talking to me about the dreams and the visions. A whole channel is opening right now. And Doris said, she said, this is a channel that will connect you to the past, particularly to knowledge about Lemuria. But she said, this is also a message for the future. She said, because the power that you're gaining now on a soul level, she said that that's going to propel you forward in 2022. It looks like a channel is opening here where you're going to start writing. And you're going to write the story of your past lives. You're going to write the story of Lemuria. There's a lot that's going on here. And what she said that this is part of a larger transition that takes place over the next 2 years. So over the next 2 years, you're growing in your psychic connections, your links, and your ability to channel. And I think this is eventually pushing you into a larger scale and more full-time psychic work, actually. So, you know, if you're going to say, well, should I stay at my job? The answer is yeah, for right now, but don't get too attached because in 2 years you won't be there. Okay, so you're at a place of growth, place of transition, and know that any 9 to 5 job, you know, I call it the 9 to 5 jobs that you take now are really temporary because in 2 years you're going to be doing full-time psychic work and writing books and teaching. Blessings to you. Thank you so much for your donation. Jesper Clausen, 40 Danish Corona. Thank you, Jesper. Any messages on love and my special one? You know, Jesper, I feel that, you know, for you right now, you know, it's like February is a love month. You know, a lot of people are getting love in February. And I'm not saying that just because of Valentine's Day. That really is not the factor. It's that the energy seems to be really strong that month for that. I have to go look at the astrology, but they're telling me that February is the month of love for you and that you start to make connections. Now, what's interesting is it seems like at that time there's a lot of healing energy around you as well. And I feel like, you know, in terms of meeting that special one, I feel that February is where that comes into sharp focus for you. So take your things slow. One of the things is I don't feel like you want to rush into anything. I think that you're going to feel very tempted to have kind of a whirlwind romance. You know, whirlwind is really fast. But for you, this is a lesson in balancing, how to be in relationship and move forward in a way that's balanced. Because I know in the past you probably just rushed into it and then thought, what have I gotten into? Take your time. You don't have to be anywhere. Nobody's going anywhere. And I think you're going to see that you're building a foundation that moves you forward. And 2022 is a good year for you for love. Blessings to you. Thank you. Watch February. Oh, Lady Bree, $5 donation. Thank you, Lady Bree. Hi, PsychicBob. I'm feeling the Pleiades today. Are there any Pleiadian messages for me? Thank you. Well, let's find out, Lady Bree. Is anybody back there from the Pleiades, Doris? Okay, hold on. Edgar Casey wants to address this, Lady Bree. Mr. Casey said that you're feeling the Pleiades because he said literally they've been calling you. You've had a past life as a Pleiadian. Yes, he's asking me to tell you, you have a Lemurian and Pleiadian connection. You were one of the original Pleiadian people who came to Earth and settled in Lemuria and helped found that. So you do have a strong soul history. I'd like to encourage you to do research on ancient Lemuria because I think you'll understand the history of that isle or that continent and your connection with it. And I think that, hold on a second. What's it? Commander Ashtar. Yeah, Lady Bree, Edgar Casey's asked me to tell you that Commander Ashtar is back here. Hold on. Hi, Commander Ashtar. Commander Ashtar is asking me to tell you, he said he's a Pleiadian. He said, I come from the Pleiades. He says, I've been following the people of the earth and their evolution for a very long time. And he said, our people and your people are one and the same. And he said, we're going to try to make a more strong psychic link with you. So you're going to start having dreams of some man. He's going to be a tall blonde man talking to you. That's Commander Ashtar. But at first you may not recognize it or know what's going on. But he said, we will connect in the dream state. And you're going to start seeing ships flying over. All right, so work with Commander Ashtar. Blessings to you. Thank you so much. Karen Bryan, $5 donation. Psychic Bob, where can I get both Lemurian crystals and crystals from Atlantis? Any sellers online? Karen, I can't give out corporate names because it's I would be doing an endorsement, and I have to clear that through YouTube. So I can't really tell you where exactly to buy those. We'll have to talk. I'll see you in the class on Saturday. I think offline I can talk about it. I'm sorry I can't answer that here. Thank you though. TGVG, $4.99. Thank you for your donation. Any messages today? Thank you. Hold on, TGVG. Edgar Casey's still back here. Hold up. Mr. Casey, were you here for him? Okay. Julius, Edgar Casey's here, and he's asking me to tell you that he's infusing you, he said, with some healing power now. He said that there are people around you who need soul-level healing. And he says, remember that love flows through the hands. He's talking about there's people around you who may be in emotional distress or depression. He said, lay your hands on them. He said, your very presence, just like standing and just rest your hand on their shoulder or touch their arm. He said, you're imparting healing power. Mr. Casey's going to work through you right now to bring some healing to some people. There's some people around you that are in distress. He just says emotional distress, emotional distress. And he says, lay your hands on them. He said, I will work through you to bring healing. Okay, so that's what he's asking me to tell you. I hope that makes some sense. Blessings to you. Oh my gosh, guys, you guys are amazing. Thank you so much for all the donations and the support. Oh, hold on, my chat's frozen up. Hope I'm still broadcasting. Oh, hold on a second, we're freezing. Glitter Rainbow says, oh, I got another hippie guide like Lorraine. It's funny, Glitter Rainbow. Sometimes the spirit people will send kind of groups of people. And I think there's a message in that for you. I think that the spirit people are just trying to bring you into a greater sense of alignment with that free spirit. So, I say just take it and go with it, God bless you. Thank you for being here. Hold on, guys. I'm having some chat problems here. Bear with me. I'm trying to get your messages in. Mo Jones. Hi, Mo Jones. This is your donation. Thank you. $4.99. Thank you for your donation. I feel blocked. Can you tell me what ability I need to focus on to better connect with my guides? Thank you so much for your time and energy. God bless you, man. Thank you for being here. Listen, I'm just going to scan through you real quickly. Hold on just a second. Yeah. You have a block right now at the pelvic bone area. It's an energy, but not a physical block. It's in they call it the sacral chakra. This is the chakra that generates our creative power. It also generates sexual energy, creativity, anything artistic. When I'm moving through your body, I'm hitting a block in that area. What you want to do is I want you to practice breathing, literally breathing in orange light. Visualize orange light filling your body. See that right at the pelvic bone, there's a ball of spinning orange light. Breathe orange light into it, and that will start to move and expand that. that will start to open that channel and rise power through your body. I would also encourage you to get either the stones orange calcite or orange carnelian, or orange sapphire. Any of these orange stones will stimulate that and help bring better energy. Once that opens, you're going to feel not blocked. You're blocked creatively right now, and it's making you feel blocked emotionally. But that's where the block originates. And I think that, part of what's happened here is somebody has kind of stolen your mojo. Like either they tried to tell you something you created wasn't good, or they shut you down when you were trying to express yourself. And I think that's where it originates. Once you open that chakra, the sacral chakra, it's at the pelvic bones, orange chakra, that's going to raise the power through everything else. You'll feel unblocked. This won't take long, but that's where you want to focus the healing. Blessings to you. Thank you. Simba, €5. Thank you for your donation. Simba asks, does Spirit have any advice for advancing with my spiritual connection? So, yes, Mr. Casey's back here. Edgar Casey's asked me to tell you. He says, continue your dialogues. And he says, talk to your spirit guides. He said, every day, he said, we wait to have humans talk with us. Hold on a second. I've got a voice coming in. Salvador Dali is back here. He is so crazy. He's got his paint palette and his brush, and he's like dancing with his art supplies. Salvador Dali says, I am always giving my advice to people, but nobody says thank you and talks to me. He's a little dramatic. So I want you every day to get up, Simba, and say, Mr. Dali, Salvador Dali, say, thank you for your help. Thank you for being present for me. Help me to hear you. Just keep a dialogue going with him. And I just heard Andy Warhol come in. Andy Warhol says, gee, I'm not one good for conversation. I never know what to say. He said, but if Simba will just ask me some questions, maybe I can answer something. And he said, between us, we'll get him talking with us. So you're gonna be talking to the spirit guides. That's gonna open just a talk, just daily dialogue. It doesn't take a lot of work. Settle down for 5 minutes and start talking, and they'll talk back. God bless you, Simba. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, there's Robin Boston, $10 donation. Thank you, Robin. Blessings. I'm excited to tell you, I had a visit from Fred. I was sitting on the edge of my bed, and there he was right next to me. It didn't last long. For just a few seconds, I thought he never passed. Thank you. See, now who was it that was Kolobobs, I think, gave you that message. Baroness Kolobobs. Well, there you go. Now, see, Robin, the spirit world is giving you evidences. You're not alone. They'll never forget you. I love that. Thank you for sharing that. Is that Doris? Yeah. Doris is asking me to say, yes, that was Fred. And she said, he's been to visit you, and so many others are yet to come. She says to tell you that in the next month, she said, you're going to get more from Fred. And she said, Rick will come to you. And she said, and there's others. There's looks like there's a father or a grandfather, a male also, that's coming to visit with you. So you're going to be getting a number of people coming from spirit. And Doris said that this is being done so that you will know that, one, the spirit world is guiding you, and two, it is a sign of your calling towards spiritual work and spiritual development. So that's wonderful. As I wonder, hold on. Doris said Rick is back here. Hold on. Rick, are you there? I'm having some trouble, Robin. Hold on. I know he's there. I feel him, but I'm just having trouble hearing him today. Doris, can you bring him closer? I can't hear his voice. Oh, there it is. Oh, he just came in loud. Your son just said, I'm here. He does like that. I can hear you. Thank you. He says to tell you, he said, Mom, he said, I'm helping other family to cross over. He's talking about a grandfather that's back there with him. He said he's going to bring him over. Your son said that he's the one that's brought Fred over. He says, I'm helping connect you so you know we're all okay. He said, tell Mom I'm okay. She can hear you. Yeah. She says, tell you he's fine. And he said, I'm working on getting more people over. He said that he loves you, and he said, be patient with me. I've got my hands full, but I will be connecting to you. He's asking me to tell you, he said, tell Jill I'm still talking to her. And I think last night he literally was whispering to her. He said, well, more like shouting, but he said she might have heard it as a whisper. So Rick is in the light, helping bring more people over. He sends his blessings. Thank you so much. Blessings to you. Hold on, my chat's freezing up. Call Bobs, I'm having trouble with some chats, so hold on just a second. I can't get it to work here. Karen Bryant, $5 donation. Thank you, Karen. Hey, Psychic Bob, my unicorn messenger, does she or he deliver messages to the spirit world only or any realm? And what about messages to the living? You know, Karen, you definitely have a connection to the Fae and to the unicorns and the dragons. See, all of the creatures, you know, like on Earth, people say, oh, there's no unicorns. Yes, there are. There were actually unicorns on Earth. There were actually dragons, and there are actually historical records that prove they were here. So, yes, you do have connections with all of them. And your unicorn can cross between many dimensions. Once you're out of the body, you can go pretty much anywhere. So you can use your unicorn as a messenger to take messages to the spirit world and also have your unicorn go and do work on Earth. One of the ways you can test your spirit people is, like, for example, let me just give you an example. I used to live in a house where I had to walk a block to get to my mailbox. It was in a townhouse development. They had a central place, but it was outside, and I'd hate to have to walk across an icy road to get to my mailbox. And so my psychic teacher at the time, she taught me this. She said, send your spirit animal. I had a snake that worked with me at the time, a cobra. She said, send your spirit cobra to the mailbox and then have him report back if there's mail. So when it was an ice storm outside, instead of going out and risking breaking my neck, I'd say, okay, to my cobra, I'd say, go to the mailbox and then come back. And a few minutes later, I would receive the presence of the snake, and the cobra would say, there's no mail today. I said, great. Then it got to be where I could even get the animal to tell me how many pieces of mail were in the box. So he'd go out and come and say, you have 3 letters. One is a letter from a friend, and you got 2 bills. And I'd go out to the box, and guess what? It would be there just like he told me. So use your unicorn messenger, and you can ask them specifics, like, go find this, go tell me about that. And as you do that, you'll build up your connection with them and your psychic link to the other side and your own psychic power. So yes, use your unicorn messenger. Remember, people in spirit and animals, totems, they never get tired, so they won't feel worn out. And that's the way you can work. So absolutely. Thank you for your donation. Blessings to you. Oh my gosh, you guys are blowing me away. Thank you for all the kind support today. Starlight Worker. Hey, Bob, I'm being severely attacked 24/7. Is this going to get better? Starting to feel sick. Will FBI help? Star, I got to be honest. First of all, I'm really sorry you're going through that. You're good. I hate to say this. The only way I can tell you this is you got to wait it out. The people that are doing these things, they are not merciful nor kind. But you must pray and call in the higher power. The higher power will give you physical strength to come through this without collapsing. As far as the government and the FBI, they will not help you. I, as well as many other people in this situation, have tried, and they will ignore you. They will laugh at you. They will hang up on you, or they'll try to file a complaint against you saying you're mentally ill. Do not go to them. They will not help. They're the ones partially behind this. So no. But you've got to pray. Prayer is the elixir. When things were so bad, and they still get bad for me at times, I have people here at YouTube pray for me. My Spirit Channel crew have saved my life more times than I care to say. So you've got to understand the spiritual power that they cannot beat. The people that are against you work from a material place. We who have spiritual power work from a spiritual place. Our power they can never touch, and they do not understand it. So you have to have power from the spirit. It's not an issue of fighting them physically. They will always win in the physical, but they cannot win on the spiritual. Blessings to you. I hope that helps a little bit. Honey Drizzle, could I have a message, please? Baron Bob, thank you so much. Hearts. Thank you, Honey Drizzle. Welcome. Listen, Honey Drizzle, I have to tell you, when I'm walking into your light right now, I'm picking up around you a lot of literally gold light. Gold means that you're coming into a deeper connection with your higher self. And it's interesting because I hear your higher self saying that they're trying to lift you back into clarity. I feel like the last few months here, from what they're showing me, you've been feeling like you've been trapped and just like you don't see a way out. The higher self says the road is opening before you. I feel that by the time we're in the month of March, you're on a much better trajectory here, financially and emotionally. But you've got to let that golden light of the higher self come in. And what I want you to do is every day I want you to stop and say, higher self, guide me. We have to give our higher self permission to intervene. Even though it's our self, it's a part of ourself that will not interfere unless we allow it to. And so the higher self looks just like you. It's a clone of your body, but it's in golden light. So visualize yourself standing before you in golden light and having a conversation. You'll start to make that connection. And you'll be amazed at what the higher self can tell you and show you and do. And that's going to really move you forward in 2022. I hope that helps. God bless you. Thank you so much. Bob, have you got a reading for Master's Omniverse? He just threatened to kill me because we won't unban him. Cola, I will not give him a message. His death threats will not gain influence here. In fact, I want you to make a note of it. I'm going to contact my attorneys because this is the second threat he's made. He made a threat against me and my business. He made a threat against you. He is not welcome at the channel, and I am proceeding a legal action against him as well. No, I have no message for him. The message is let him know that I will not tolerate death threats, and I will report him to YouTube and the police. So don't be afraid. If he's crossing a legal line now. And my warning to him, if you want him reading, is Master's Omniverse, you have crossed a line and destroyed your own spiritual connection, and you're banned permanently. Ann Wagner, hello, Ann. Sorry about that nastiness. Sorry, I hope you're still here with us. Hey, Bob, may I have a message? Thanks, love, and light. Hi, Ann. Thank you for being here. Ann, I've got a voice coming in. Hold on. Let me see. There's somebody in spirit trying to talk to you. I think this is a relative here. This is somebody on your mother's side. And I'm getting either it's a grandmother or a great-grandmother. But I hear this woman saying, she said that she's guiding you into a new beginning. She says, tell Ann, she said, I've been visiting her from our world, from the spirit world. And she said she was with you the last 3 nights. Excuse me, I was trying to understand. She said, I've been visiting the last 3 nights. And she said that she's trying to show herself in a dream. So this grandmother comes over to help you. And she said, you're ready for the new beginning. She said, this year, she said, you're free of those people who have been binding you. There have been some people who have been putting pressure on you or making you feel blocked. And she said, I'm getting you out of that situation. I'm moving you forward. So she's here and she wants to guide you. Call on the grandmother on the mother's side. Blessings to you. Thank you so very much. Hold on, I'm having some tech issues here, guys. Jesper Clausen, 50 Danish Corona. I hope I'm saying that currency right. Thank you. Any messages? Perhaps Red Hawk could kindly speak on native shaman seer life. For example, where was it? Did I connect with my special one in that life too? Let me see if I can get him through. Doris, can you bring his guy Red Hawk through? Okay, hold on. Let me see, Jasper. I'm trying to get him through here. Is that him? Okay, I got a voice. Hold on. Thank you, Doris. Red Hawk is asking me to tell you, Jasper, that you've had a lot of lives connected to shamanic work. He said that you were a healer. He said you have been a Native American as well. You have a connection to the Sioux Indian tribe in the U.S. from the 1800s. Said you've been a Sioux tribal shaman, a healer, and a medicine man. You also have a connection to the, what is it? The Blackfoot Indians, of North Carolina. And you had a connection with them in the 1700s. You were also a healer, a medicine man as well for them. So you've had at least 2 lifetimes where you've done healing work and channeling work. Red Hawk says that the channeling came through the trance work, that you still have a natural connection to trance work, and that if you will work on developing and expanding your trance abilities, he said he can work more directly through you. And he said, bring the past lives in as well as current channeling gifts. So your channeling is going to increase as you work with Red Hawk here. And you have done all of this in the past. I hope that makes some sense. Thank you so much. Blessings to you. Oh my gosh. Nope, hold on just a second. My chat's broken. Nigella for me. Hey, Lori, good to see you. I had to break away from my older sister. Why does she say so many hurtful things to me? She does it every time we talk, so I had to stop it. She lives in another state, too. You know, Nigella, I'm so sorry to hear that. Let me just step into her frequency. I want to see what's going on there. I got to tell you, when I'm walking into her frequency, I'm getting like a swampy green. You know the color swamp green? It's like a murky green. This tells me that she has a lot of anger towards herself. She has a lot of rage. It's like she feels disappointed in life. I don't think you had anything to do with this, but she's been disappointed in love, and she's never felt she had enough love in her life. She seems very angry at your parents as well, and like she never got over some sort of grudge. She's carrying this, and it's poisoning her whole life. When I see swamp green water around people, like in the aura, that means they're just poisoned with bitterness. And I'll tell you, Nigella, I have a saying, we can love people, but we can also love them at a distance. And I know she's in a different state, but I think in a distance means I wouldn't take any calls from her for now. Because she just wants to dump on you all of her anger and aggression. And you don't deserve that. And honestly, you haven't done anything to offend her. But she's angry, and it comes from childhood. It's something she's had since childhood. I really think she needs professional help, and I don't think you can fix this. So right now, you have to love her at a distance. I'm so sorry. Blessings to you. Thank you for your question. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, because I just looked at our time. We are at our hour. I don't know where the day goes, but I want to tell you thank you. Thank you for being here. You guys, I want to thank you for all the donations, all the support, all the wonderful questions. Thank you for your support for me as I enter into my new beginning with my baronial title as the Baron of Parabel. I'll have more about that. I'll do a whole video explaining titles and stuff for you guys soon. And it'll make more sense too. But for now, know that I am legally a British Baron. I am the Baron of Parabel. And it's a thrill to be able to share my title with Queen Colabobs, who's now Baroness Colabobs, our moderator. Thank you, Jesper. You're very kind. Jesper says, you are worthy. You are worth your new title. God bless you. Thank you. Thank you, Kim. Kim says, thank you, Lord Baron Bob and Lady Baroness Lady Cola, for all you do. Blessings, everyone. Hi, Marie. Marie says, thank you, Bob. Wonderful messages. Love you. Take care. God bless you. Thank you. Hey, David Jen, there you are. Thank you so much, Bob. It feels like every answer synchronizes with. God bless you. David Jen, while I'm in your energy, I'm sorry, something's just come through for you. Hold on, I got a voice coming in here. Okay, Doris Stokes and Edgar Casey are still here. Mr. Casey says to tell you, don't be afraid. He said, you're at a transition. He said, you're going to leave the military. And he said, psychic work is your path. That's from him. You've got to keep your channel going. Be writing. You're going to write some books. And it all happens in 2022. God bless you. I hope that makes some sense. Thanks for being here. You guys are rocking. Thank you, Queen Colobus, for letting me know about the challenging people. We will not allow them to dominate our show. And I hope you delivered the message. Thank you so much. I love you all. Listen, be here tomorrow, Wednesday. We're going to have a show 7 p.m. I think it's 7 tomorrow. Wiccan Wednesday. You don't want to miss it because tomorrow we're going to do some magical stuff. We're going to talk more about oh gosh, what was I going to do? I've got like 3 different things. I don't know what I want to talk about tomorrow. I actually have 3. Well, anyways, we'll come back to it. Just be here tomorrow. We're going to have something magical and fun. It just depends on what I can get together. I got some things up in the air. I think tomorrow we might talk more about my Green Man shrine that I'm working on. So make sure to be here tomorrow. I love you guys. Blessed be. We'll see you then. Until then, may all of you always blessed be.